Hi everyone, it's me again. In case you forgot, my name is Trisha Prabhu, and I'm the 24-year-old founder and CEO of Rethink, a global movement dedicated to eradicating cyberbullying and building a better digital world. In this video series, we're exploring the information that we young people need but rarely get about how to thrive in our digital world. In the first three videos, we've explored everything from rethinking cyberbullying to responding with resilience to online harassment to being media literate, that is, being able to critically evaluate the information that you see online. In this last video, we're going to pivot to another equally important topic: AI, or artificial intelligence. You may have heard a little bit about AI recently, but what exactly is AI? Why is there so much hype around it? And what can it do, good and bad? Well, first and foremost, what is AI? AI stands for artificial intelligence, or a field of computer science that aims to simulate human intelligence in machines, thus the name artificial intelligence. Put more simply, AI tries to get computers and machines to mimic human behavior, human activity. But how does AI do this? Well, in a nutshell, AI systems are exposed to tons and tons and tons of data from our world. That includes stories written by authors, art put together by artists, and medical evaluations completed by doctors. Just a couple of examples. AI systems then learn from all of this data, identifying patterns and relationships that we humans would miss if we tried to look at all of that information. With that knowledge, AI systems can then intelligently predict, for instance, whether a patient's medical history is normal or abnormal, much like a human doctor. It can also predict how letters fit together, and thus how a story might come to life. And an AI system can actually write that story. Pretty cool, right? So, why all the sudden hype around AI? Well, in a nutshell, AI has gotten really, really, really good. AI technologies have actually been around for a little while, but they've recently gotten to a point where they can very effectively mimic human intelligence. Just think of ChatGPT, a generative AI technology recently released by a large AI organization, OpenAI. For those of you who aren't familiar, ChatGPT is an AI powered chatbot and virtual assistant. If you've ever used ChatGPT, you'll know that it can do things that people once thought only humans could do, and do them in a fraction of the time that it takes humans to complete those tasks. For instance, I could ask ChatGPT to compose a poem for my mom for Mother's Day. Normally, this would take me at least a couple of hours to put together. I mean, after all, a poem, it takes time, thought, care, creativity. And yet, in just a couple of seconds, ChatGPT has already given me an incredible first draft. Maybe this isn't the final draft of what I give to my mom, but the fact that I already have this first draft in a matter of seconds has instantly made this task much, much, much more efficient. But AI is poised to do so much more than just compose poetry. In fact, many researchers and experts believe that AI will soon be used to help us more accurately identify disease, speed up drug discovery, and even virtually monitor patients. Just imagine how many more patients we could serve with AI. Still others imagine legions of self-driving cars powered by AI, or AI helping us to be more energy efficient, and in doing so, helping us tackle climate change. And still others think that AI will be generating the vast majority of the information that we read in the future. So we can say goodbye to human journalism and hello to AI journalism. Now, of course, all of these predictions are subjective, and we don't know which ones are going to come true. But one thing's for sure: none of this is some hypothetical future. AI is already doing a lot of those things, a lot of the applications that I just mentioned. Without a doubt, then, it is going to be a very consequential technology in the future. But, and yes, there's always a but, with all that it has to offer, AI is not a free lunch. It's not perfect or risk free. Just think about generative AI technologies like ChatGPT. Though these chatbots can very quickly spit out answers, as their creators themselves admit, those answers are not always right. In fact, chatbots can hallucinate or produce misleading, inaccurate responses. This usually happens because the data that they learned from is insufficient or it's faulty. In either case, though, the result is the same. You get a response that's completely inaccurate. And that, by the way, is the reason you should think twice before using ChatGPT to do your homework. AI also poses broader societal risks. The data that AI is trained on is human generated, which means that it contains all of the biases and prejudices that we humans have. There's serious concern then that AI may simply propagate and enable those biases and prejudices with disastrous consequences for historically vulnerable groups. Another issue, AI can very quickly give you an answer, but it often struggles to tell you how it got to that answer. In some cases, like having a chatbot compose a poem for my mother, that's not really a problem. But in other cases, that's a serious problem. Say, for instance, an AI system couldn't tell you why it decided to hire one candidate versus another. If you were the losing candidate, you wouldn't know if it was because of the color of your t shirt, possibly, depending on the attributes that AI considers your educational background or your experience level. And not knowing that information means that we humans ultimately can't hold AI accountable for a bad decision. Thankfully, there are a lot of smart people working to try and make AI transparent, but for now, that remains a real challenge. That was a lot in one video, so let's end here. I hope you enjoyed that intro to AI. Thanks for listening.